Guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is still Jovita Concept channel. And please, if you know you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe on the red button, then turn on your notification icon so that I can be the first person to receive any of my future uploads each time I drop it. So my people, what I'll be teaching you guys today is how to design simple flyers. So the first thing we're gonna do now is that we will select the size of the work we'll be working with. So by going over to this our properties bar, okay, come over here to the letter, then left click over here, okay, then look for the size you'll be working with, which is A5, then left click over there. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come over here to change it to landscape by left clicking over here. Okay, you can see. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna fix it to page by going over to this our menu bar, then click over here by left clicking. Okay, then look for the size. Now come over here to page, then left click. Now this is it. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna imply our rectangle in this our working space so that you can be able to make use of it. Okay, by going over to this our tools bar, then come down to our rectangle and double click by left clicking. You can see now. Then go over to this pick tool and drop it by left clicking. Then you come down to this our color palette, then over here, this is where you remove the inner column. We don't need it for now, so we have to left click over there. Now you can see, and also right click to remove the outline. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna start creating our design. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna power click something inside this our image so that we can be able to create our colors. So let's go over to this our tools bar. Okay, then come over to this our rectangle and the left click, then come over here and draw it, come over here and drop the tools. Okay, then let's put the outline so that you can be able to see what you'll be working with. Okay, by coming over to this our color palette, you can see, then right click over here, you can see the outline has appeared. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that you come over here and right click. Okay, you can see now, then look for the power click, come over here, you can see power click, then left click. Okay, then come over here and left click too. You can see now this our rectangle has already power click inside this our working space. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go over to this our edit so that you can be able to work on this working space. Okay, then come over here and left click. Okay, you can see it now. Now this is the work, this is the rectangle that we power click inside this our working space. Okay, so let's increase it so that it will fit with the page. Okay, you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, by dragging it so that it will cover this space. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna apply color in that rectangle now. Okay, by coming over to this our color palette, maybe let's select the color we want to use. Okay, I think this one is okay, let's use this for now. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is that you go over to this our toolbar again, then click on this right angle, then left click. Okay, this is what we need. Okay, then let's drop this, then come over here and click. Okay, now you have to rotate it and drop it, then come over here and you can see this node here, then let's click over here. You can see now it has changed already. So you come over to this place now, you can see where my point is, hold my cursor is now. Okay, you drag it, okay, like this. Okay, now this is it, then drop the tools over here, then move this like this. Okay, then left click and drag it, then right click. Okay, you can see I duplicate it. Okay, so let's reduce this now. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do now is that you're gonna left click over here again, then rotate it. Okay, now this is what we want, then click over here and drag it up like this. Okay, then give it a color, maybe let's give it this color. Okay, then come over here and right click to remove the outline. You can see, then the same thing is applicable here. Let's give it a color, maybe let's check this color. No. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, let's leave it this way. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go over to this our finish edit by left clicking over here. Okay, you can see this is what we did. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna start applying this our working materials inside here. Okay, let's bring this is the logo. Okay, let's bring it and fix it here first. Okay, then bring it down a little bit. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll come over to this our text. Okay, then click on it. You guys know that we're not going to put all of this inside here, so we will be selecting it, the ones, maybe the one we need, we'll be selecting it one after the other. So the first thing we're gonna do now is that we select this first text here, which is map if. Okay, by left clicking, double click, then highlight this particular one, then come over there, the same place, then right click, you can see, then come down here, you can see where the right cut, then click on it. It has been cut. You come over here and left click, then right click at the same time, then come down to where the right paste, you can see it now, and left click. It has been pasted here. Okay, then let's drop the tools by going over to this pick tools. Okay, then come over to this our text and bring it over here, then increase it. Okay, this is it. I think we need to shift this inside a little bit. Okay, let's go back to this our edit by clicking over here, then come over here, then click here and drag it. Hold your shift button in your desktop and drag it like this. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, let's go back to our edit. Now this is it. Okay, let's click on this our map if again. Okay, so I think we need to change the font character because this is not the font we really need for this. Okay, let's go over to this. Okay, this way you can change your font as usual. You guys know now. Adobe Arabic. Okay, you enter. Okay, this is actually the font we need. Okay, let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, and bring it over here. Okay, we need to shift this inside a little bit. Yes. Okay, now this is it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this our image here, this one now. Okay, then left click over there, then right click over there. Okay, come over to this our power, click and left click. Okay, come over to this our map if, the name I mean, then you make sure your arrow is pointing at the letters. Okay, then left click. You can see now this is what you actually want. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come over here. Okay, let's give the side maybe, okay, let's give the inside maybe this green color or the same green color, then come over to this our outline. Okay, by right clicking over here, okay, to give it white outline. I think you need to increase it. Okay, by coming over to this, you can see now, yeah, you come over here and left click 2 times. Okay, then come over here with the right, you can see hairline, then make sure you left click over here, then look for the font size you may be working with. Let's go with 1.5. okay, left click over there, then come over to this place, the right behind fill, left click, come down to the scale with object, left click, then come over here and okay it. So this is what we want now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come over to this place, our toolbar. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go over to this our tools bar. Okay, come down to this our, you can see shadow tools, then you come, make sure you click on this arrow pointing down. Okay, by left clicking over there, then you look for intrude, which is this one, then left click over there. Okay, now you bring it over to this place and left click. Okay, and drag it small. Okay, now you hold this arrow, make sure you're holding, you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is actually what we want to do. Okay, now you can see it. Okay, then you start dragging it until you get the shape and the size you want to. Now this is it. Now I think you need to drag it a little bit. Okay, you guys can see what I'm doing. See it this way. Hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Let's drag this inside a little bit and bring this down like this to the center. Okay, let's see. Let's still change it because it still do not give us what we want. Okay, okay, okay. You drag it up a little bit. Okay, I think we should leave it like this. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. Okay, let's drop the tools. Then the next thing we're gonna do is that we need to increase this outline, I think. Okay, let's go over to this. You can see where the outline is being located. Okay, let's click over there, then come over to this our width. You can see we put it 1.5 before, so let's increase it to 2.0. Okay, you can see behind is already marked good. The same thing is here. Then okay, it no, we need to increase it a little bit. Okay, let's go back there. Okay, let's make it 3.0. Let's okay it now. I think it's okay, it's better like this now. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this now over here. Okay, not this, sorry, we're gonna bring this over here. Okay, so let's shrink it small. Okay, you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay, no, you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm trying to shrink it so that it can align with this. Okay, let's cut it small. Okay, as you can see now, it's already in this way. Okay, let's go over to this our shape tools, then left click over here, then highlight it small, then come over here and click. Make sure you can see now, then you drag it inside a little bit. Okay, then drop the tools. Then the same thing is applicable here. You click on this shape tools, come over here and drag. You can see, then bring it. Okay, 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 let's drop the tools and bring it over here. Okay, okay, I think this is what we need now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this our cake crafts. Like I told you guys that you'll be doing it one after the other. So the next one is to bring this. Okay, left click over there, then highlight it, then right click here. Okay, then come over to this cut and left click. Okay, come over here and click, then right click over there. You can see paste and paste it. Let's drop the tools. Okay, then you move this over here. Okay, then increase it. This is it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is the font character. We're gonna change it because this is not the change, this is not the font we'll be making use of. Okay, then by going over to this our font character, okay, then look for the font character we'll be making use of. Okay, let's simple type the name over here. Okay, let's use bleeding. Okay, enter. Now this is what we need. Yes, this is what we need. Okay, I think you made a mistake in the spelling here. It should be B. Okay, bake and crafts. Okay, let's drop the keys, let's drop the tools. Okay, then bring this over here and reduce this small. Okay, let's shrink this small a little bit. Okay, it's okay like this. Then bring this over here. Okay, Yes, this is it. Okay, then leave it this way for now. So the next thing we're gonna do, or let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring this one over here. Okay, by left clicking, I highlight, then right click and cut. Come over here and left click, then right click and paste. Okay, then drop the tools and bring this over here. Okay, let's increase it and make it visible so that you can see it. And actually this is not the font and the color we're making use of. Let's look for another color. Maybe should we use red? Let's use red. Okay, yeah, I think this red is okay. And the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna change the font character. Okay, let's go over here and type the font to be making use of. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, let's use this. Okay, let's go over to this font character by clicking over here. Okay, let's use this. I think this is okay. Okay, and bring it over here and increase it a little bit. Shift it down small. Okay, let's leave it this way for now. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna cut out another text. Okay, by left clicking over here, then highlight, then cut. Okay, come over here, let's click and right click, then paste. Okay, let's drop the tools and bring it over here. Okay, let's fix it somewhere here. Then change the font character by going over here. Okay, let's use this one. I think the size is okay like this. Okay, so let's change the font character. Let's change the color. Okay, by going over to this our color panel. First of all, let's go over to this our tools bar. Okay, then let's click on this interactive field corner. Okay, then bring it over here, you can see, and drag it, then bring this one over here. Okay, now this is it. Okay, I think should go with this one. Then let's drop the tools. It's okay like this. Let's make use of this for now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring another text. Okay, by cutting it out. Okay, then cut, come over here, left click and paste. Okay, then drop the tools and bring this here, not this, sorry. Okay, bring this here. So we're gonna change the font character. By going over here. Let's look for something good. Let's try this. Let's check if you can see another font. Okay, enter. Okay, so I think we need to make it title case. Okay, by going over here, you can see, click over there, title case. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Okay, so we're gonna beautify this thing now. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come over to this tools bar. Okay, then let's click on a right angle, come over here and draw it in a small size like this. Okay, then come over here and drop the tools, come here and remove the inner. Okay, come here and change it to white. Okay, yes, this is it. Then remove the outline by clicking over to this. Okay, now this is it. The next thing is to curve this shape by going over to this shape tools. Okay, then come over to this node and drag it inside a little bit. Now this is it. Drop the tools and come over here. Okay, then bring this our text and fix it here. Click shift up page in your desktop. This is it, and change the color of the text to black so that it will be visible by going over to this our color palette, then left click. Okay, now this is it. We have to reduce this. Okay, now I think it's okay like this. So the next thing is that we need to duplicate this our shape. Okay, by holding the Ctrl D in your desktop, you can see now. Okay, then the next thing is to shift it so that it will be in the same position with this one. Okay, then bring it down a little bit, then change the color to red, the outline to white. Okay, then let's shift this, highlight this and shift it up. Okay, by clicking the shift page up on your desktop, you can see now. Okay, so we need to bring this down a little bit as well. Okay, you can see. Hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing now. I think it's okay like this. Okay, so let's group it and reduce it small. Okay, group by clicking over here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go over to this our tools bar. Okay, then come over here and left click on this our right angle. Okay, then come over here and draw it. Okay, then drop the tools, then come over here and remove the inner corner. Okay, by left clicking. Now this is it. Then bring this our right angle over here. Okay, bring it over here. Okay, let's bring this up, shift this like this. Okay, okay, bring this up, then bring this up as well. I'm coming, you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix this in alignment. Okay, so that it will go together. Okay, bring this down like this a little bit. Okay, okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's shift it inside a little bit like this. Is okay now, I think. Okay, okay, now this is it. This is it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come over here to this our properties bar. Then you can see you convert it to curve by left clicking. Okay, then come over to this our tools bar and click on this our shape tools by left clicking. Okay, you can see, then come over here and point to your cursor here, your arrow. You can see now you point it over here, then right click, come over to this place, the right break apart, then left click over there. You can see, then come down here and do the same thing here. You click over here, then right click and come over to this break apart and left click. Okay, you can see the next thing you're gonna do is that you click on this now and click delete. Now this is it. Okay, so you come over here again and click this your arrow here. You click this your cursor on this arrow here. You click your cursor over here, then right click and come over to this break apart, click on it, then click on this arrow now and right click. Okay, you can see the link. Now this is it. Okay, it's either you use your mouse and delete or you use your desktop. Anyone you can use is still okay. Okay, so let's go and drop this our tools over here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this our image over here. Okay, you place it here and reduce it a little bit. I think it's okay like this for now. Okay, shift this down a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna start bringing this text inside. Okay, let's cut this stitching out. Okay, right click, cut. let's come over here and paste it. Okay, then keep it aside or bring it over here and place it here. Okay, or under as well, anywhere can serve. Let's keep it there for now. Then the next thing is that we're gonna cut this. Okay, let's check how we're gonna do it. Okay, let's cut from here. Okay, you can see. Then right click, cut, come over here, left click and right click, then paste. You can see. Then drop the tools and come over here and bring this as well. Okay, let's increase it. I think this font character is okay, we're making use of it. Okay, so you can see, let's increase this as well. This one, let's increase it as well. Okay, bring this down. Okay, then let's shift this. Okay, now I think it's okay like this now. Okay, let's shift it a little bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's reduce this our shape now by clicking over it, not this. Okay, let's reduce it. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Then shift this like this. Okay, so we're gonna give this a color. Maybe let's, no, it's not visible. Okay, let's try this, but we're gonna change the font character. I think no, let's use for another. Okay, let's use this for now. Okay, so the next thing is that we're gonna put a dot here so that it will be easy to indicate by going over to this our rectangle, by going over to this our tools bar. Okay, come over here and click at the arrow pointing down, then click on this star. Okay, come over here and draw just a little bit of it. Okay, then drop the tools and come over here. You can see to this our properties bar, you can see where they write the star. This is where you can increase this node. If you want to reduce it, if you want to increase it, this is where you can actually do that. You can see if you want to, depending on how you want it. Okay, you don't need much. I think it's okay like this. Okay, let's bring it over here. We need to reduce it because it's still big. Okay, it's okay this way. Then bring it over here and give it a color. Let's give it a yellow color. Okay, then give the outline white. Okay, then drop the tools. Okay, let's fix it where it will be. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Then the next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna click on this and drag it down while holding the shift button on your desktop. Okay, then right click and hold the Control D in your desktop. You can see this is what we need. Okay, but we need to still space it. Okay, bring it down a little bit. Okay, the same thing is applicable here a little bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this now. Okay, then the next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna highlight this now. Okay, then hold on the shift button as well and drag it. Okay, then right click. You can see now we duplicate it. The reason why you hold your shift button while shifting it is so that two of them or all of them will be in the same line. Okay, now this is it. I think it's okay like this now. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit, and I think we need to space this out a little bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's do the same here. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, I think we need to increase this a little bit. Okay, what's the size? This is 2711. Okay, let's do the same to here. 2711. 2711. Okay, 2711. Okay, now this is it. Okay, think we still need to space this out. I think let's shift this. Okay. Let's shift it up a little bit. Okay, it's okay. The same thing is applicable here. Okay, then let's shift this small. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, so let's bring this up and give it white outline to see how it may look. Okay, no, I think we need to change it. Look for another outline to give it, and let's give it this and remove the outline. Okay, let's leave it this way for now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll start applying this cake inside this our working space. Okay, so let's draw a cycle by going over to this our tools bar. Okay, then left click on this our cycle. Okay, then draw it over here. Okay, drop the tools. Okay, now let's remove the color, we don't need it for now, and increase the outline by going over here. Okay, maybe let's give it 4. Okay, let's leave it in 4. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna hold on this our shift button and drag it up a little bit. Okay, then right click. Okay, now this is it, and do the same again. Okay, then let's give it a color. Okay, by coming over here to click. Okay, then shift it down by holding shift page down on your desktop. Okay, now this is it, and remove the outline by going over here. You can see, so let's reduce it by holding the shift. Okay, you can see. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna click on this white outline, this second one. Okay, then and change the color. Maybe let's give it yellow outline. I think yellow will be okay. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's give it this. Okay, and increase the outline by going over here. Okay, click. You can see, I think it's okay like this. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. Let's give it yellow outline. Okay, it's okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna click on this second outline. Okay, come over to this our properties bar, click curve. Okay, the next thing is to come over to this our shape tools, then left click over there. Okay, come over here, you can see. Okay, you come over here and left click, then right click over there, come over here and break apart. You can see now. Okay, the same thing is applicable. You click here and right click. Okay, come over to this break apart and left click. Then the next thing you're gonna do now is to delete this out. Okay, by left clicking over here, then right click. Okay, then come over to this delete and left click. You can see it has been deleted. Okay, now this is what you want. The next thing we're gonna do now is that it seems like you need to increase this. Okay, let's use this. No, not this. Okay, let's use this outline. Okay, let's drop the tools and bring all of this our cake. Okay, then right click over there, then click power click. You can see it has been power clicked inside it. So the next thing is to edit it by going over here. Okay, you can see. Okay, let's increase it so that it will cover this thing. Okay, let's use it this way. Click on finish edit. Now I think this is what we need. Okay, Then the next thing is to group this now. Okay, by going over to this properties bar, then let's click and bring it over here. Okay, okay, okay. I think this one is okay like this. Okay, let's duplicate this. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna duplicate this as well, this particular one. Now let's change the color of this first to this, maybe green. Okay, then duplicate this outline, this particular one now. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that you're gonna hold on your mouse and shift button to drag it up small, then right click. Okay, then come over to this our properties bar. You can see you want to mirror it. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Okay, let's reduce it small. Okay, and reduce this as well. Let's reduce this outline. Let's reduce it to 4. Okay, I think it's okay this way, and reduce this one as well. Let's give this another outline first by clicking over here. Okay, let's still give it the same outline. Okay, let's try this color and see how it may look. Okay, so you click on this image, then right click, then power click and bring it over to this. Okay, you can see it has been power clicked inside this one. Okay, come to this edit. Now you can see I think it's okay like this, then finish edit. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that I think, okay, let's leave it this way for now. Let's bring it and face it so that we'll see how it may looks like. Okay, let's group it and bring it over here. Okay, no, let's reduce it, not increasing. Okay, let's shift this thing inside a little bit by going over to this. Okay, let's see, let's shift it a little bit. Okay, not this, or rather. Okay, let's leave it this way for now. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring another right angle. Okay, let's duplicate this, then ungroup it by going to these properties. Okay, then let's take what we want. Okay, this is what we want, so let's delete this, and delete this. Okay, bring this over here. Okay, then make the outline, maybe let's put this as the outline for now, then increase the outline by going over here, click. Okay, let's choose this for now. Okay, then let's bring this cake. Okay, then right click, power click. You can see now. Okay, let's bring it here. Okay, page up on your desktop and page up on your desktop. Okay, let's leave it this way like this for now. Okay, then bring this. Okay, duplicate this as well and bring it over here. Okay, let's reduce this a little bit. It seems like it's too big. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. Okay, I shift it up, then click on this image and right click. Okay, come down to power click inside, come over here, you can see I'll power click it inside. Okay, now let's go back to this our edit. Then you need to rotate this. No, let's change the color to, let's leave it to white like this. Then shift this up, okay, and remove the outline by clicking over here. Okay, 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 let's change the outline here as well to red. Okay, I think we need to reduce this. Let's reduce this a little bit. Okay, and reduce this a little bit. Okay, okay, and reduce this a little bit. Okay, you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, okay, let's shift this a little bit, then bring this up as well. Sorry, let's carry it in group. Okay, okay, carry it up a little bit. Okay, then shift it. Okay, 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 you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to give it a space. Okay, shift up. Okay, 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 let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, 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 face to page. Okay, so guys, this is how to design simple flyer. Okay, so guys, if you watch and like any of my updates, please do not hesitate to like, share and share with your friends, subscribe on the red button, then turn on your notification icon and share with any of your friends that you know that is interested in learning graphics design. See you guys in our next video.